Oh, boy. What does it mean to be white? It certainly would explain my bad dancing.
I'm genetically that way. That's all it means.
To feel like you're not a minority and that you're like, and that this is like your country in a sense. Because like, I guess like before, a lot of the people that came to the U.S. were white and European, but now it's becoming more of a melting pot. And I think that, I mean, I guess like people who are white are feeling like less, less dominant to the rest of us. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing to be white. Like, I have a ton of white friends, but it's my opinion.
I think to me, like, or at least kind of what I've learned is being white often means like not having to think about what ethnicity you are. Like, it's just kind of like the non-ethnicity. And so like I think a lot of people who are white don't think like, oh, I'm like Norwegian. They just think like, oh, I don't have a culture. So I'm just like the normal culture. I started off feeling that way, or like not even realizing it. And then like the more I learn about the world, I feel less that way.
Okay. To be white? I think it's more about a lifestyle, what you consume, who you associate with.
God. I usually catches most people.
What does it mean to be white? I'd say the first thing that came to mind would be privilege. And privilege, and privilege, and privilege, honestly. It's a race. The white race probably has a privilege they don't even necessarily notice. Like, for instance, if you go into a store and you look like me, a lot of the times it's happened to me, you'll get ignored or you're going to be a suspect or something like that. Whereas if you're white, you walk into a store, you look like everybody else, especially in Portland, so nobody even notices. It's just part of white privilege. I think all races have privileges, though, that they don't necessarily pay attention to. So.
It means you're overprivileged. It means to have privilege, I think, that other minorities don't have.
They're all the same shit.
White?
Opinion.
Caucasian?
I never really thought about it.